Hey, what's going on? Daniel here. Welcome back to another video, and I just wanted to do a quick one, just using my GoPro right now, but the message is what I believe is most important. I'm coming live to you from Mexico City. This is what it looks like from my room. I'm on the 10th floor. I have an apartment building in Polanco, and right there is an hotel. I think that's a Marriott. I'm not quite sure, but it's just an incredible, insane, gorgeous view from my balcony when I just wake up, and this is what I wake up to. Anyway, let me talk about what I really want to talk about in this video, and that is, the concept of being a sovereign nomad, being someone who has the freedom and flexibility to go wherever they want, where they're treated best, like Nomad capitalists would put it. And if you haven't seen any of my videos, go watch them. And if you've been here for any amount of time, you know that what I talk about here is the concept of being a digital nomad, or just traveling and having the freedom and flexibility to go where you're treated best, to go where you want, live wherever you want, and having that flexibility and freedom to just be able to choose where you want to spend time, either by yourself or with your loved ones. That is the ultimate goal. Speaking of my personal experience, I have just one passport, but I have multiple residencies, multiple bank accounts. I am able to leave wherever I want to at any point in time. I think that is my goal that I've had for a long time, and that is slowly becoming a fruition. But I am sharing my experience as I approach this this status of being an ultimate sovereign nomad, while also sharing my enthusiasm, either by sharing the things that I'm doing, how I'm traveling, or the people that I'm coming across with, and just sharing their stories and bringing them on this platform to share their stories as well. But I have noticed that a lot of people who watch this type of content, they come into it with the sole purpose of just traveling somewhere for a short time, and just getting this nomad visas and just spending time somewhere. And while there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, I also want to open your eyes up, or just open you up to the idea of becoming a sovereign nomad. And what does that really mean? And that means ultimately being able to live somewhere, not for just the sake of it, right? But just be able to live there with enough benefits. For example, if you get a digital nomad visa to Colombia, and they give you a 90-day visa, and you can only stay in Colombia 90 days out of 180 days. At the end of 180 days, you have to get out of Colombia, and after 2 years, your visa expires and you have to reapply again. And that is only the thing that you can benefit from this nomad visas. But say, for example, you apply for a digital nomad, for Spain. There are certain digital nomad visas that just gives you the pathway to, say, residency and citizenships, and offer you some, tax benefits. A lot of tax benefits than probably what you might be used to, or what might obtain where you're currently living. So if you are considering this lifestyle, I want you to go into that lifestyle with the intention of not just living somewhere for a short period of time, but thinking long term. Of course, you may not have a lot of money right now. Maybe you're thinking, there's nothing to save. I'm not making multiple six figures. I'm not making seven figures. I'm not even paying so much in tax right now. But maybe that's not what your situation is going to be, for the rest of time. Maybe in 2-3 years, your business grows, bigger, and you start making more money. Then you should start thinking ahead of time. How can I make sure that you put yourself in the best position, to save money, either by, cutting down on the taxes you pay, or just, having a pathway to citizenships in the places that you enjoy spending time in. For example, a lot of countries like Portugal, gives you a pathway to getting your temporary residency, then eventually your permanent residency, then ultimately further down the line, at some point in the future, getting EU, citizenship. And also Spain offers this kind of benefits as well. And maybe citizenship is not the ultimate goal. Maybe you just want to, have some type of long-term residency. For example, in the UAE, you can have your 10-year residency, which you can renew over and over again. I'll leave a link down description to a video by Wealthy Expat, which explains it in more detail. These are the kind of stuff that I want you to be looking at as someone who aspires to be a sovereign individual, someone who wants to have multiple residencies, multiple citizenships, and also having the opportunity to be able to put yourself in the best financial position by cutting down on the taxes you pay. So while it may be cool for now to travel around and just be a digital nomad and just enjoying the places that you go to, I also want you to start thinking about, how can I get the most benefit from this place as possible? If, so for example, you get a digital nomad visa for Georgia, right? maybe you don't even like spending time in Georgia. Maybe the Balkans is not somewhere that you kind of relate to in terms of the lifestyle, the comfort, the luxury that obtains there. So obtaining a digital nomad visa in Georgia may not be the best option for you. Think about all these things before you go into that process of applying for digital nomad visas. Of course, there's nothing wrong with applying for them right now. Maybe you just want to get started with your nomad journey, just want to get your feet wet with traveling. But at the same time, you also want to think about, how can I get the most benefits possible from this place that I'm going to? How does it align with my personal goals and my future plans? So that's what I want to share with you in this video. And if you have any questions about any of these things, leave your comments down in the description, and also check out other videos that maybe relate to the things that you're doing right now and you might want to get some more information. If this video has been helpful, consider subscribing. And if you have any questions, let me know down in the comments down below. Check out the links. I have a link to my Patreon, to all of the things that I promote, my products I use to travel effectively and affordably as a nomad. I'll leave them down in the description as well. Again, my name is Daniel, and I will see you in the next video. Take care now. Bye.